All right. Hey, good day. Good day, everyone. I'm Robert. This is Steve sitting across from me. Friends for a long time, since 1995. We used to work together. We were roommates for a while. We've shared plenty of conversations through the years, always throwing ideas back and forth. And then about a year ago, he proposed starting a podcast. And I think I was holding the line up on that for the most part. But Steve, what made you think about, starting a podcast, number one, and then maybe two, why include me in your project?
Yeah, so basically the podcast wouldn't be unless you were here, because you're a pretty knowledgeable person when it comes to health, diet, exercise, functional training. So I thought, hey, let's see what you're doing. If you got some time, if this interests you. Yeah, but so I thought about this, man, because being a father, I'm running into some, hey, I want to raise my daughter healthy with some exceptional skills. And so I started asking people, hey, what'd you do to raise your daughter? Hey, what do you do when this happens? What do you do? What do you do? And I ran across some great YouTube personalities, but they talk too much. And I don't have 30 minutes, 40 minutes to listen to someone to get 3 seconds of valuable information. So that's why I came to you. Said, hey, maybe we can incorporate your skills and then the skills I'm in search of, and help other people.
I think I remember that part. And I think part of it, too, the conversation, you had mentioned something about parenting. Your daughter's very young. Mine is a lot older.
Yep.
So I've kind of been through it. I've raised. She's in her mid-20s now. But, yeah, I think there's a lot of things we wanted to share, and I think we're going to talk about a number of things other than what Steve just mentioned. We're going to talk about books. We'll talk about politics. I just felt like beyond those things that Steve had highlighted about what I knew and what I've shared with him, I say, okay, sure, let's use it for a platform to speak about other topics. So, and what I want to do in general, speaking to everyone, is not really pull you to a side, but pull you to a middle. I just feel like in general, across the spectrum on different topics out there, you're either being pulled way this way or way that way. All right? We don't need to put a right or left on it, just in general. And I think a lot of the things I incorporate, I pull from different sides. I don't think I'm really indoctrinated into one particular side. Philosophy, I like intersecting things and pulling together and making something that really fits universally and then maybe personally to me. So when we start putting out some more shows and we start talking a little bit more, and those that are a little curious as to, what we're doing, know that for number one, that it's going to be about ideas maybe not seen, or read about when people open up their social media. And I'm going to say social media because I think that's where people spend a lot more time than they do in their books. And it's fair. I mean, you can go back and forth as to how much time is appropriate for each. But that's not a big topic at any of our discussions, I think. But just, again, in general, bring things to the middle, bring you ideas that you might not have thought, things that you might not be seeing. And I just want to throw those things out there and see how people feel about them and whether or not they can incorporate them. I think at the very least, they work. And if it doesn't fit into yours, then fine. But we're going to go. We're going to have some laughs. I think some things will be pretty serious. Some things will be joking. I definitely would like to do a beer show.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Things that I like personally and hobbies. Talk about some books I read and share with you that. All kinds of stuff. And I think for the most part, have fun and maybe share some really valuable information with loved ones who can use it, whether it's for health, mental health, training, just anything that's beneficial that we might be able to add to it, okay? So, again, Robert, Steve, and, tune in sometime and see what we're talking about.
All right. Sounds good.